removal. Makes your games on the draw a lot easier. Alright, Jeskai Super Friends. I feel like this deck popping back up is a good example of formats being kind of cyclical. So, at the end of last format, this deck had fallen off a lot because I don't think it lines up super great against Esper Hero. But, that being said, with these Scapeshift Field of the Dead decks everywhere, Deafening Clarion, yeah, I'm gonna make a note. I'll make a note to make that a separate video, Nivik. Make a YouTube highlight of Arcane combo. Will do. Yeah, so Clarion is very good in this Scapeshift format, especially with Teferi Time Lever to let you do it instant speed. We've also got Cleansing Nova and Chandra as sweepers, so like, this main deck has 7 ways to sweep all the zombies out of play. So, I also think the various tools this deck has makes it pretty okay against a lot of the aggressive decks in the format, between the Clarions and the Shocks and stuff like that, and the Spell Pierces. So, let's go ahead and dive on into a match here and see how this one goes. That's true. That's true. Arcane Adaptation makes you Chandra Sweeper immune. Very, very true. Easy mulligan. This is an excellent Hearthstone hand, but unfortunately we need some lands to play Magic. This hand's super reasonable. Gonna bottom the Sacred Foundry here. Smells like Scapeshift. Oh no. Are they playing the Sultai Shift deck, chat? Oh, they're missing a land. I mean, to be fair, the Field of the Dead deck we just played didn't have Scapeshift in it. I think I'm in for Sarkhan. Veto and an extra Clarion. Probably just cut a bunch of the spot removal here. There's a bunch of Novas in the sideboard too. That's so good. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I agree, Marty. You get to generate that value without having to, like, cringe against Narset. Not sure you like this deck list land count. How low is it? Yeah, 23 is a bit on the low side. I might want a 24th in here. There's only 2 copies of Opt as well. I think adding a land's probably a reasonable suggestion. Not a big fan to bicker about like what tier a given card is, but the Yarok card feels very, very reasonable. I'd be very surprised if some form of the Sultai deck isn't very competitive. Now there's no opals in this deck either. No Moxin, whatever it's called, whatever color the Mox is, whatever the Mox is made out of. There are none of those in here. They are really bad at drawing lands, huh? We've been playing so much Sultai recently, these colors look strange to me. Yep. So definitely going to be Novaing these reefs here. So I'm going to downtick this and just grab my Narset now, because I don't want to uptick it again, get another mediocre card, and then like, get him Assassin's Trophy. Just want to, like, get a good card ASAP. Opponent is either very greedy or very unlucky. I would bet unlucky. A lot of these Scapeshift decks play a ton of lands. Match 1, game 2. Opponent stumbled and died in the first game. Yeah, this is currently card for card the list from the top 8.
Stay back. I'm an explosive. Is it just me? Or is it getting a little warm in here? Let's get toasty.
Yeah, they design with EDH in mind, Marty. I mean, even if you answer Chandra, it's not even, Chandra's not even just must answer, it's must answer and then must kill quickly following. Yeah, we had a Crucible in the build we played yesterday, Larry Johnson. And if you want to see what the Sultai deck looks like without the arcade package, you can check out the YouTube channel from yesterday. There's a deck list in the video description if you don't want to watch the video right now, if you want to be here live. Easy mulligan here. This is a fine keep. We're on the play. I think I'm actually going to ditch the opt here. The rest of the hand's pretty good. Teferi means we're pretty likely to hit a fourth land. Get like 4 draws to do it. What's my typing words per minute? I don't know. Probably somewhere north of 70. It's been a long time since I've done anything that counts it. From my understanding, that matchup tends to favor the Scapeshift decks, but I don't have experience playing either side of it. We haven't played banned Scapeshift yet, and we don't play much Chefs per hero. Maybe I'm just supposed to draw with this right away. They could still be a Wilderness Reclamation deck, which incentivizes me to not quite down tick Teferi just yet. Yeah, drawn from dreams makes me think that they're makes me think they're a reclamation deck, which is probably an okay matchup for us. I'm gonna draw a card here because I have nothing else to do. Hopefully find something to do with my mana. Perfect. That's a 2-turn clock all on its own, right? We like play Sarkhan next turn plus an attack for 12. Yeah. I'm gonna board like their Nexus. We don't know that for sure, but I think that's a likely case. Stealing game 1 here when we have all these clunky sweepers in our deck seems like a big win for us. I guess Fry kills Tameo pretty good. Maybe Crisis if they have it. The rest of this seems fine. This archetype was one of the things that helped push Nexus out of the format last season. Well, they played Drawn from Dreams, which implies that they're not Simic Flash. So, I would assume their Nexus of Fate with Drawn from Dreams. See, it needs another blue source, but it's pretty reasonable otherwise. Easy game, easy life. Opponent mulliganed and then conceded. To be fair, it probably didn't take too much to convince them to back off in a matchup like this because I'd assume this matchup's pretty bad for their deck. Like I said, Jeskai Super Friends last season, one of the things that helped push Nexus out of the format a little bit, and then Esper pushed Jeskai out, and then Nexus came back a bit at the very end. The Scion needs a white source to cast Clarion, but like Beacon casts Raveler, so I think that's fine for us. That card's really sweet, so I want to give them a chance to cast their sweet card again. I still can't cast this Clarion, huh? I guess we're just doing this again. And then the island next turn. The island this turn lets me Glacial Fortress next turn to cast the Clarion, which is nice. That's super conservative. To Prime sub on mobile, you either have to have an Android device, or if you have an Apple device, you have to kind of finagle it a little bit.
Don't worry, I got this.
You have to open my Twitch page in your web browser. In the web browser and click over to the desktop site. Clarion, my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are gone. Lay your weary head to rest, don't you cry no more. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Always reminds me of Supernatural, as it should. As it should. Have you met Teferi's slightly more annoying older brother, the hero of Dominaria? Yeah, I think the popularity of the Scape Shift decks made this archetype reasonable, Fenelris. I think this archetype has a lot of good tools to be successful against the Scape Shift decks. You cut off one Teferi, a bigger one takes its place. Hey, Panda, thanks for jumping through the hoops to get your Twitch Prime this way again.
Keep up the pace.
I appreciate it. Welcome back.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. I've got it. This is hard.
Their deck is sweet. Please stop. Oh, look at Rune Raider draws a card. Look at all their value, chat. Look at how much value their deck has in it.
Hey, that was uncalled for. No time for a break.
Empty board, card advantage going. It's garbage time. You don't have to go home, but you can't play here. The Salty Spike coming in with that half a year of Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Aether Gust is good against Dreadhorde. Is that good enough? Is it good enough to bring this in against just Dreadhorde? What are our thoughts there? Feels like there's a chance they have Legion Warboss post board too. This would be good against. Probably don't want these Spell Pierces. What do we think of this configuration? This gets Phoenix too, right? So that's good enough. Fighting aristocrats with the power of friendship. The power of friendship. Yeah, prison realm seems fine. I agree. Trim a Narset. Let's do it. Stream should be branded as Hoagland sing-along in games. That's probably not a bad idea. And sweet, hey Marty, thank you for pointing out to me that there was another Rivals event posted. My rep just got back to me and I'm gonna be in it on the 31st next month. Oh wait, crap. Can I do that? Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. I don't actually think I can. Oh, that's I think we have to leave for Gen Con. Yeah, that's the Wednesday before Gen Con, I think. Tilt. No, by rep I mean I have a Twitch representative that I like talk to because I'm a Twitch partner of some size. Let's be honest, I'm kind of a big Twitch partner. No, they're not technically an agent. They're just a person from Twitch who I have a direct contact with, which is different. Punished for burning the shock. I think I'm still just doing this. I mean, Veil of Summer would still draw a card. Man, you know what card's really good against Veil of Summer? Teferi Time Raveler.
I've got time. I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Well, I think we might be dead, chat. Website loaded right up here. It does have downtime on occasion, but not currently down. Immolating Inferno almost had text. You're not wrong. Alright. I think this is just a hey, look, a distraction, Teferi.
Hurry!
Yeah, this card seems suspect. I feel like I was questioning whether or not this deck had enough lands in it. It's only on 23. This is probably like a replacement level card. We're dead if the opponent double activates Knight. Shh. Legendary sorceries require you have a legendary creature or planeswalker in play to cast them. Put a couple of Cleansing Novas in my deck. Yeah, 3-mana Teferi is, like many things in the format, 3-mana Teferi is very good against Veil. Maybe I was supposed to board... Maybe I was supposed to board down on... Maybe I was supposed to board down on my copies of Saheeli in this matchup. Her 1/1s aren't particularly powerful. You know what? Maybe I'm supposed to hold up Aether Gust here. Yeah, if I held up Gust, I could have just cleaned that away and then like played Narset on an empty board. I guess Narset would die to Spellbreaker anyways.
Past, present, keep an open mind.
Yeah, this matchup always, the Gruul Monsters matchup specifically has always felt kind of tough for these Jeskai decks in my experience. And the opponent's deck is kind of like Gruul Monsters plus, some, plus some good black cards like Dreadhorde Butcher. Yeah, Thorn Lieutenant is doing a superb job of being annoying, I agree. I love the art on this, just like, whisk the cow away. And the cow jumped over the moon. You know what's great too? This card doesn't care about Veil. Bye, Felicia. Yep, yeah, haste creatures are very good against both sweepers and planeswalkers.
Feel the heat of my flames. How could I have lost? Come to me.
I'm pretty sure YouTube's algorithm thinks I'm a child. I mean, is it wrong though? You're kind of a child, Marty. What do you sit here all day and do? Aren't we all children in a way? The choices we make prevail who we are. I guess maybe I'm supposed to just Clarion here. Yeah, actually, I think I'm supposed to Teferi, bounce the Spellbreaker, and then Clarion if I hit the land. We're adults on the outside. You're not my real dad. Alright, so we trade here. And then Teferi bounces this, and Clarion kills this. Well chosen.
Sorry I'm late. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Okay, we're at 21 with lots of friends in play. I got a Sarkhan up here. We played a 5-color Kalia deck, but we've not played a strictly Mardu Kalia deck, no.
We will meet again.
Wow, this is really loose. They know there's a Chandra in exile.
What was lost is now returned.
They know there's a Chandra. Like, obviously they need to play out something. I don't know. They're probably in a pretty bad spot regardless, but, like, playing the Spellbreaker out as a 3/3 and then playing a second thing out into the Sweeper as well. That's true. This card doesn't see a ton of play, so it's possible they just didn't remember that it swept. Man, you know what Chandra also does? She also exiles this Rekindling Phoenix. Hey, the gang's all here.
Your patience is rewarded.
Don't mind me just going to 25. Hey, what's going on, Ransack? Happy Tuesday. Dunk. Magnificent. Yeah, there'll be dragons. You can take a planeswalker down with you. Pick your favorite. Quick maths. Quick maths. Nice Dino here said, yeah, dinosaurs are cool. We got real powerful stuff. Oh no! Oh no, we've won so many games we have a number again, chat. That's not good. That's not good. We have a number. That's gotta be a mistake. All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick. When I get back, we're gonna jam some more with this one. Thanks for hanging out, folks. We might cut this immolating Inferno. BRB. All right, I'm gonna just throw an extra opt in here. Like, I kind of feel like I want an extra land, but opts like an extra land and an extra spell in a way, right? And it triggers Saheeli, which is nice. So let's just jump in. I did not add a land. 23's felt okay so far. Like, we have 3 ops and like 3 mana Teferi draws more cards. So I think our land card might be okay. My recommended deck for grinding up the ladder quickly is either Black-Red Aristocrats if you're looking for something spicy, or Black-White Vampires, or Mono-Red Aggro if you're looking for something more stock. Mill Mouse, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. Well, there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Yikes. That is an Adanto Vanguard. That card is very difficult for Jeskai to beat. I was gonna say the Vampires matchup is probably okay for this deck, but that card's a tough nut to crack. Hopefully we get to spell Pierce a Sorin here. Oh, yeah. Pierce me, daddy. Pierce me. Now, the best way to beat this card just generate shorter games. So ideally, we can get some planeswalkers down and just kill them with Sarkhan, but that's not always going to be an option. Sequencing. Yeah, the phones always end up a little bit behind where the desktop's gonna be. Deal 4. Alright, if they don't have a removal spell here, Sarkhan's dragon is gonna do a lot of work.
No sword can pierce my scales.
If they have like a Mortify here, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. And actually, if they attack with this and pay 4, we kill them on the backswing. Because this is 4+4. Yep. Yep. And I mean, like, if they have Othakaya or Sorin, they can kill this anyway, so I might as well block here. Izzy the Mage, thank you for the 12 months of support. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Thanks for keeping me around.
Look to the skies.
Yep. Yep. That was exactly like we said, right? Like we can't answer a Danto Vanguard, so we just need to beat it by running them down. That attack was really bad. I agree. Mediocre at best. So I know, like, the spells pierces were, like, okay that game, but I think in general they're going to be kind of mediocre here. A couple of Narsets are probably okay trims as well. And I probably want to cut something from the top end here. Maybe like a Chandra. Yeah, Shock basically dealing 4 to their dome was very reasonable there for us. Let's give this a try. Hey, Steininger, thanks for the 3rd of a year. Welcome back. Hi to you as well. I think Rail Is It ends up being worse than... I think that Rail ends up being worse than... 5-mana Teferi a lot of the time, and we're not even playing that many copies of 5-mana Teferi. I think it's a little speculative. It's got an opt, though. Hopefully that'll find us a red source. Interplanar Beacon helps us catch back up on some early points of damage we take. This had been 1 card sooner, we'd have been happier, but beggars won't be choosers. We'd love to draw a Deafening Clarion here. What do you think about Chandra, Acolyte of Flame in this deck? What's the appeal to her? Like, what is she doing for us? What problem do we have that she's solving? I guess she's like kind of okay in the face of she's kind of okay at like flashing back our cheap spells, I guess. I would heavily encourage people to just not worry about rotation yet. Rotation is a ways off, and we don't know 20% of the cards that are going to be in the new format, even when rotation happens. As for why the Citadel decks have been medium this season, I'd encourage you to watch the games that we've played with it. You can find that on my website, us playing it this season. Oh, you know, maybe I'm supposed to leave up double blue here so I have a better chance to cast Narset. I already played a land for the turn, duh. Oh,
Here we go.
Isn't Teferi fun, chat? Do you think my opponent's having fun? You think they're enjoying casting the same Adanto Vanguard over and over and over again?
Might be a bad idea.
Oh no! That's such a tilt. Oh, that's gonna lose me the game. I should have thought about that. If I'd have left this Glacial Fortress up, I could have played the Narset there. They just misclick? I think they just misclicked. That misclick's gonna win us the game. Yeah. They misclicked and didn't put a vampire into play. I tapped wrong and then they misclicked, so, you know. Sometimes you play soccer instead of Magic. We messed up. They messed up way more than we did. Sometimes you play soccer instead of Magic. This is fine. You can't cast Narset because she requires double blue. And you can't use filtered mana from one beacon to filter into the other beacon. Because the mana that comes out of beacon, the beacon can only be spent on planeswalkers. It can't be spent on beacon activations. I think Ruinous Blast just ends up being worse than Cleansing Nova and Clarion a lot of the time. Legendary spells like seem great on paper, but a lot of the time when you're winning with them, you're probably winning the game anyways. Now, opponent looks to be playing a Grixis control deck, which probably means these are dead draws here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up losing this game just through virtual card disadvantage, because we've drawn so many of our cards that happen to be playing Seer game 1. I had someone submit the Infinite Mana Kyklar combo deck, but they didn't actually send me dollars to add it to the queue after I approved it. How do you go infinite with Kyklar? Arcane Adaptation and the 1/4 that makes angels make spirit tokens. So you get there's Arcane Adaptation makes your spirit tokens into angels, and then the guard that says when an angel dies it makes a spirit. Yeah, Bishop of Wings is the answer people are looking for. Wondering how you go infinite. They went Kefnet fishing and we were done. Not beating that one. Let's get all of these less good removal spells out of our deck and click submit. I guess this tags some of their Grixis stuff. They're on like Nicol Bolas. I'll bring one of those in. They could have like Warboss post board too. We've done the Gauntlet's infinite mana thing. It just ended up feeling kind of clunky and bad, unsurprisingly. Well, not only do you gain a bunch of, not only do you don't even actually really need a payoff for the infinite mana, because you gain an arbitrarily large amount of life while you do it too, which is great. Sultai Kefnet, Black Red Aristocrats, and probably the Sultai Yarok deck would be my top 3 at the moment. I'm gonna hang tight for now. Hopefully we draw a 5th land and get to Karn and hold up Spell Pierce. I mean, 3-mana Teferi is fundamentally one of the worst things about this format. So not surprised to hear you put off by it. This is the part where I play this, they negate me, they untap, play Nicol Bolas, and we concede. Well, at least we knew it was happening.
Will resonate throughout the multiverse.
The swings and ranks are hilariously huge. They really are, Marty. They really are. It's nice. It's nice to be completely divorced from it and just not care. That's probably too clunky, Mega Vega. You're also like trying to play a bunch of really expensive cards that don't have any impact when you play them in a format where people are playing a lot of 3-mana Teferis. So you just get punished for playing these kind of slow, clunky things. Apparently, because there's 3 months, because there's like 3 months worth of people qualifying for the next arena MCQ, you have to go something like 9-2 or 10-2 to day 2 the event, which is quite absurd. Yeah, the thought process was my opponent was hitting land drops and I wasn't, and if they had the thing, I was probably dead anyways. I couldn't double spell on their turn, so eventually they were going to punch through regardless. So I'd rather just, like, make them have it and hope for the best. I'm also playing random matches on the ladder, so I don't really care if we win or lose. Yikes. Yikes, mana base. Well, we've got... Can I interest you in some Interplanar Beacons? Yes, yeah, and you have to stop playing as soon as you get your second loss. So you can't like go start 2-2 and then win 5 in a row. As soon as you take your second loss, you're done and out.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. The land fights for us.
Yeah, you have to go 10-1 essentially. Hey, Veto. Thanks for the host. Hope you had a good stream. All right, so what do we want to do here? So this lets me Clarion, technically. I could Hero of Dominaria. I think I start by plussing Karn. I can also just draw the Time Raveler, though. Do I want to just draw the Time Raveler? Probably want to draw the Time Raveler.
Time has come.
If I Sarkhan uptick kill Nissa, they get to kill my Planeswalkers on the backswing, though. I'm like, is that worth it? And like, if Nissa makes more lands, into things, I'm not super worried about that, right? I think I want to do this plus it cast Opt, because this lets me have 2 blockers.
I'm not done yet.
Clarion's gonna be really good against this Nissa. We do need to fade mass manipulation this turn. I am threading a little bit. We're a little bit of danger against mass manipulation.
Time for plan B, as soon as I think of one.
Yeah, I'm gonna Teferi, Time Raveler, bounce the Hydra, Clarion, sweep the board. I think is my plan. Not in that order though, because I want oh, do we have another Hydra? Second Hydra's a little scary. So let's start by plussing Karn.
Are you certain of your decision?
Sarkhan's plus is getting very close to lethal. You're not wrong.
Hold that thought.
Oh, that kills the Hydra that's in play. That kills the Hydra that's in play at mana turn.
Sorry I'm late. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Bye, Felicia. Oh, that was a good turn. I feel like that turn might have been above average. What do we think, chat? Could have potentially been an above average turn. Oh, look, they're dead to Sarkhan. They shocked, so they're dead to Sarkhan. Oh, tasty. What if I told you we were going up to 4 Cleansing Novas and 4 Deafening Clarions post board? How would that make you feel, opponent? Would it make you feel sad? Would you be sad on the inside? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, 2 more cuts? Yeah, Chandra's pretty bad, right? Because she doesn't kill their lands. I like that. And she need 1 more cut. We cut, just cut an Optus Vote. Now I might cut a Shock. I have these to clean up the mana dorks. Honestly, it might be right to get rid of the Shocks altogether and just, like, bring Vetoes in. Veto covers us in the face of mass manipulation, which is nice. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, Aaron, thanks for re-upping that Prime support for the 13th month. Welcome back. Hope your Tuesday is finding you well wherever you are. Is Planar Cleansing played at all? Not really. 6 mana's a lot. I don't know if there's really decks that could leverage it efficiently and win around that too. That seems fine. Hopefully they have a turn 3-ness on the play. We're just like, nah, dog, veto it. That's also true. Triple white is not super friendly. I'm gonna bottom that. I think I'm just looking for lands at this point. Perfect. I'd like to pierce for 3 mana Teferi and then cast Opt. Whole lot of nothing, eh? What card will I miss most after rotation? I don't know. I'm pretty ready for rotation to happen. I think I'm pretty solidly of the opinion that the current rotation schedule is too long. Maybe if it was like 18 months, I'd be close to missing something, but like we've played with plenty of these cards for plenty of time. I'm ready for a change.
Meditate and prepare.
Hey, Kid Knives, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. My opinion on Brawl coming true, I think it's excellent. As I've often said on stream before, Magic isn't just one game. Magic is a variety of games, and one of the best things about it is just being able to play Magic in the way you enjoy. So something like Brawl that's allows people to play Magic in new, different ways on Arena is everything we want. It's the same reason I want Historic to be awesome and supported. It's because giving us more ways to play Magic is everything we should want for Arena.
I'm known for my excellent timing. That's more like it.
Consume you. And only you.
I really should have seen that coming.
Who are you to call me? Behold!
Brawl is basically standard commander with 60 cards. So it does not include the things that are rotating out. Now, hopefully, again, going back to my thing of Magic's a great rules engine and people like to be able to play the way they want. Hopefully, Wizards understands that and they make a way for us to play commander with 100 card decks with the full whatever. Hopefully. Alright, I think I just Karn down tick here. They're dead? No, this doesn't give my dragons haste. Oh, I can make one of these a dragon, right? Yeah, they're dead. This deck's got such closing power. No, they don't have any green up. These are summoning sick. They stumble a little bit too much there. Do you see WotC slowly incorporating everything from MTGO into Arena? Maybe. I don't think he'll ever be exactly like MTGO. But I think if there is a business case and they think they can turn a profit, if they think they can turn a profit by adding sets, they definitely will. Are people sleeping on this deck, or is this a lucky streak? I think this archetype's very reasonable. This archetype popped up at the beginning of last season and had a pretty good couple of tournaments. I think this deck lines up pretty poorly against Esper heroes specifically, but that deck has gotten pushed out of the format a little bit by things like Scapeshift and other things that are going on. So I think it gives decks like this a good chance to shine again. I think I'm just bottoming Saheeli here. I would be incredibly surprised if Friends List is not on the roadmap. Remember, Arena is very, very reasonable software, but it's very feature incomplete. That being said, the Hasbro meeting, or the Hasbro conference call, had mentioned that they plan on having a full release later this year. This matchup seems bad for us, really? We think this matchup seems bad for my 4 Teferi deck? That has like Spell Pierces and Shocks to fight them in terms of mana efficiency too? I don't know if I agree with your sentiment that this matchup seems bad for me. In fact, I think I strongly disagree with it. Bye, Felicia. Now, the way we lose this matchup, I think, is definitely the Wolf. But I think if we keep the Wolf off the table, we're in a pretty good spot overall. All right, what do we think of this? Do I want Fry in this matchup? Fry's probably better than, like, Lightning Strike, huh? This seems reasonable. I don't think I want Veto in this matchup. I think a lot of the time we're not going to be able to afford to have that much extra mana up when we cast a spell. I'd rather have something like Spell Pierce than Veto. It could just be that I don't want Spell Pierce either on the draw. I just want more ways to kill their stuff. If they keep the board clear, I think the matchup favors us as things go along. Warboss is good too. Can you explain why you think Warboss is good? I think Warboss is probably pretty mediocre against their Flash Wolves and other creatures that can block meaningfully. It's not amazing, but fine. So I was going to wait until I had Spell Pierce up, but because I drew a second one, I'm just going to head to the Space Jam here, I think. Letting them surveil feels a little bad, though. How are your options looking over there, opponent? Hopefully not very good. Alright, don't have double Spell Pierce. Papi!
Let's slow this down. That's more like it.
Oh no!
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yikes. One Lava Coil, please. I think I'm supposed to keep that and just play this Narset.
I have just the trick for this.
Only time will tell.
I don't know what that noise was. That didn't sound very good. My wife is upstairs, I believe. All right. Obstacle overcome. Sure. Tricky Dick resolves. Oh no, please don't Frilled Mystic me. How will I ever beat that magic card? Frilled Mystic is too strong. Oh, Night Pack Ambusher.
You show remorse. I'll show respect.
That card's a lot worse during my main phase opponent. Pick it up.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Gosh, our opponent's deck is really sweet. Don't you think their deck is sweet, chat?
I fight with a dragon's rage. Here we go.
Sweet things aren't allowed under Teferi. It's a static text. Yep. Pretty much. Bye, Felicia. Take your fun cards and leave. Take your fun cards and leave. Yeah, all right. So that's gonna be a wrap on Jeskai. Let's talk about this one. I think this deck, the format kind of swept back around to a place where the format's very reasonable for it again. I think Clarion especially is in a great spot with all these Scape Shift decks running around. I think the Esper decks that were kind of giving this deck a hard time, you gain Chandra as an extra angle of attack to fight them, in addition to those decks just like becoming less popular. I think this deck also, in addition to being okay against Scape Shift, it seems like it lines up well against these flash decks between our really efficient interaction down here and are just 4 copies of Teferi that just say, ha ha, your deck doesn't work. Nice, have fun playing Magic. So, if you were into Jeskai Friends, you were kind of off it for a little bit. I think this is a pretty good time to pick it back up and give it a try. I don't know what your replace 3-mana. I don't know what replace 3-mana Chandra seems fun because her 0 can give Narset more activations. Her 0 only gives red planeswalkers counters. So her 0 doesn't impact Chandra.